Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Mike Jones Draws. Yeah, an impromptu stream this week on a Wednesday night. It's a little after 6:30. I had kind of an unusual day today, so I just thought I'd try to squeeze in an extra broadcast, as I've been promising for a couple of weeks now, so get us to get out there a little more often than just on Sunday. But you can be sure that even if we don't make it during the week, we'll be there on Sunday for sure. But tonight, I thought I'd sketch up a dummy page for the table of contents page tonight. Just get that done real quick. And if I feel like it, we'll go on and do more. Otherwise, it'll just be a short one tonight. But welcome to anybody who happens to be out there. I'm Mike Jones, and this is Mike Jones Draws, coming to you live from beautiful sunny Largo, Florida, from the Imperial Studios of Mindstorm Unlimited, where we continue our work on the Scarlet Mutton issue number 2. Hello to everybody who's out there, and anybody who ain't out there. I love you all. Hope to hear from you. The chat is live. Okay, let's get started. Get a little music going here. Whatever they got on there is not really lively at the moment. Anybody who's listening, let me know if the music's too loud or not loud enough. All right, so this is Pretzel Rocks playing Quito by the Lost Chameleon currently. They play a lot of unusual tracks on this Pretzel Rocks, and it's all supposedly in the public domain, so we can use it without being muted. Hopefully. Okay. Today, as I said, this is well, it's not finished, but it's the layout on the dummy page for the cover. Of course, it has a lot of tweaking to do, specifically with the lettering and so forth, but maybe a couple of the elements going to be shifted a little bit on this before it's done, but it's fairly close. And that will be the cover layout. I believe the car needs to move down just a little bit away from this blurb, down just a hair more, and the rest of it looks pretty good. Then we have a few of the blams could be shifted a little bit, but and of course, like I said, the lettering. But anyway, that we did that on, I don't know if we did that Sunday or I think I worked on it Sunday. But anyway, that's the dummy page, and we're going to do the final pencils on that more than likely on Sunday or maybe Saturday. We'll see. Today, we're going to be doing a layout for the table of contents page. I have already drawn up my little characters here of the Scarlet Mutton and Lambo. Table of contents, and when down here, we'll have all the, perhaps a few more illustrations and the chapter breaks with the titles in them, like we did on our last table of contents page for issue 1. On this one, just a little bit different. Okay, let's get started with that. Turn the light table on. Let's see how that changes. Let's see that. Something very quick. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to this. There we go. All right, let's. Those of you who never seen me before, my name's Mike Jones. I'm a cartoonist, and I'm working on the second issue of a comic book I created called The Adventures of the Scarlet Mutton. Adventures of a sheeple crusader, much in the vein of, say, Green Hornet, but done in a little bit more of a lighthearted, cartoony way with characters that are sort of anamorphic, human, animal, sheep. As I say, this is our second issue. It's taking a bit of time to get it out because of time constraints, but we're plodding along and getting it done as quickly as we can. And it's one of the reasons I am trying to do more live streams more often. Of course, a lot of the work for this gets done off camera as well. I'd like for you guys to see how we go about doing it. This is the second phase of the page creation process. The dummy page, where the drawing gets worked up to where it's doable, and then the final phase would be the final penciling and inking on the actual illustration boards. Out there, too many people out there watching at this time, and nobody expects me to be on, for one thing. For another, it is evening tonight. For anybody who happens to be out there, don't hesitate to say hello. The chat is live. Shot of the mutton holding his famous battle prod, getting ready to light up some wolf. Table of contents cleverly inserted. Lettering, of course, of copies. Crappy. Needs to be cleaned up, of course, but it's somewhat similar to what I want it to be when I'm done with it. You guys probably had a long day. I know I had kind of a weird one myself. Supposed to report for jury duty this morning. Yeah, I got that letter in the mail. You know, it said you must come do your civic duty. And indeed I did report. Took the day off from work to do so. And come to find out, much to my actual delight, that they, of course, it took me for 2 or 3 hours for them to figure out that I wasn't supposed to be there. They had taken me off the list and, of course, didn't notify me. So, I spent 2 or 3 hours there for absolutely no reason at all. And so I came home and decided to take care of a few things around the house, get a little extra rest. And tonight I said, you know, I had some time, let's do a little stream. So here we go. This way the day won't be totally wasted. Jones draws. Impromptu Wednesday evening stream. Trying to get a little more done on this thing. The more we stream, the more gets done. Just to let everybody know, we are introducing a couple of new characters in this issue. One female character that's very important. And there'll be another coming along, I believe, in issue 3. Another female character who's going to become important to the Mutton and his team. More on that as we get closer to that moment where we reveal You know, the one time that I'm mindful of checking the chat, not the chats, but that's okay. Get used to seeing what's going on over there. Hey, stunt man. Should have known you'd be the first one to drop in. How you doing tonight? Getting a little extra stream in tonight. And get some more of this done. Got another picture of Lambo going back there. Ain't him the stalwart companion. Can't leave him too far from the scene. Ah, you did, huh? You know, I think I'm gonna probably have a hamburger a little bit later. Good, taking it easy. That's good. You know, I try to do the same thing, man, but I get a lot of comfort and a lot of fun out of doing this. So it's like fun taking it easy for me. But you know, yeah, it's work, but it's fun work. Been meaning to drop by and see you, and I will. One of these days when I get a chance. Between the job and this, it's I'm busy. All right, let's see what we can do with Lambo here. Well, it's nice of you to take the time to say hello. I appreciate it very much. I was just saying, I don't know how long you've been following us tonight. I was just telling everyone that we are going to be introducing a couple of new characters in this issue, in the known as Aftermath, which comes directly after our extensive and lengthy prologue, where much of the action takes place in this issue. And then the next chapter, since more or less sets up the introduction of a major villain who's going to be making his premiere in issue 3. Very dangerous antagonist who's going to give the Scarlet Mutton and Lambo a true run for their money. Excuse me. One of these days, you and I got to get together for a game of chess, Mr. Hard Stuntman. Long overdue. Okay, all right, that was easy. All right, good. I'll be giving you a call. Let's make an evening of it. See how you're doing over there at Club Card Stuntman. You got it. We will. Most definitely. Get this thing back on track here. I'm just laying out the dummy page for the table of contents. I don't know if you were. I know you were there last broadcast. I don't know how much you have actually seen of this, as far as what I've completed. But, I'm going to show a little bit more what I've done before I end the broadcast tonight. Um, Happy with that. Okay. Oh. Crap. Anyway, I'll be working on this a little bit more. And here me quiet before. Fortunately. Yeah, this is going to have to be redone again.
This morning when I woke up, I thought a wild sensation, some kind of intuition that makes you do things right. I went to call my boyfriend, did the wrong number. Happened to be better after yesterday's fight. The woman on the line was the boss of an agency. She said she had a job for me, I kissed her right away. I jumped into my dress, went to the bus station. Funny situation, bumped into my neighbors on the a sweet guy, the kind that turns me on. I saw him sometimes when I never took time to talk. We were waiting for the bus. I asked where he was going. He said that he was working in the same white block. We should get together, have lunch into the park, chill and talk about this and that. Yes, it's nice to meet you. I went to do my work, realized I was in love. Truly think some things in life comes in time for you. When it's good for you. Yes. This morning when I woke up, I had a wild sensation, some kind of intuition that makes you do things right. I went to call my boyfriend, did the wrong number. Happened to be better after yesterday's fight. The woman on my mind was the boss of an agency. She said he had a job for me, I kissed her right away. I jumped into my dress, went to the bus station. Funny situation, bumped into my neighbors on the...
I was telling everyone earlier that, well, not today, but in my last broadcast, or that one or the one before, I was talking about the time in which we'll be doing different things besides the Scarlet Mutton. I plan to get some the Bologna Palace. What's the Bologna Palace, Scotty? I didn't see that one. Huh? What's the Bologna Palace? Are you still with me? Anyway, I was talking about doing other things. I got some a couple of paintings I did years ago, and I got like halfway through. Like there's 3 of them. I did like 16 of them. They were all like recreations of famous comic book covers that I did with acrylic and ink, and a lot of them came out pretty good. But I stopped doing them because I didn't want to do other people's stuff, and I couldn't sell it, and so I did them basically for my own gratification. I loved those covers, and I just recreated. I got 3 of them I didn't finish. One was an Aquaman, one was a Superboy, and the other one was the first issue of the first new issue of this 1968 of Captain America. Jack Kirby and Sid Shores, I did. I did the Captain America once before, and it got I don't know how you say it. It wouldn't get destroyed, but it was marred by an accident due to a flood that I had in my old house, and so I started it up again and redid it, and I got about a third of the way through it. I'll break that out this Sunday, because I think I might take a couple of Sundays or maybe an off impromptu broadcast like tonight, and to do look on that as a breath of fresh air change, just for fun. But I also have some other comic book ideas that I just love to flesh out, but until I get this thing going properly,
I made it back to my place. I saw the look on her face. She cried and said she needs a space. She's known this for a while, and she pulls away.
Clearwater Parks are looking for a t-shirt for the 2020-25 Turkey Trot run. $1,500. The Turkey Trot? What exactly is that? Are you going to enter a design in? Or are you suggesting that I do? That's the most I've been offered for, most I've heard for any hard job. I'm sure a lot of people will probably be buying for that one. $1,500 for a t-shirt design, that's significant. Anyway, I'm going to take a couple minutes. Don't go waste Card Stunt Man. If you're hanging out for a while, I gotta take care of business, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, okay? In the meantime, enjoy the music.
Stayed and left the rest behind. Silence fell upon me like a coat to keep me warm. I had never felt like I was closer to home. Oh, I was wrong, but now I know I could never love you more than I could hold. Oh, there she was. Tried to find an answer, didn't know who I was. Somewhere in the middle I found out what I had lost. Oh, I was wrong, but now I know I could never love you more than I could hold. Oh, there she was. Helena.
Back. Sorry about that. Major calls. And I hope you're still with us, Card Stunt Man, and whoever else may be out there. Hello. Welcome to Mike Jones Drives. We were just doing some sketching on the table of contents layout. Down here will be all the contents and pages, just like in the previous book. Look at that real quick. This was the previous table of contents page we did. I liked it very much. It was very simple, but very easy to read. And but we had a lot of pages in this book. I'm not going to have that many in this one. It's only going to be about 35 pages. We've got about 20 drawn. Maybe 2 or 3 others slightly sketched. The script for the entire book has been written, but there's still some drawings to be done in the second part of Aftermath. With the second chapter, actually the 4th chapter in the series. I'm continuing the numbering of chapters from the first book. We had 3 chapters in that book, and so this will be the 4th, with a prologue and a tiny epilogue, which leads us into the 3rd issue, which I have already designed a cover for, which I'm going to keep back from you for now, because I'm going to stay with the 2nd issue and try to get this one focused in. Okay, so we did that. This is ready, not ready, but I mean, it needs a little bit of work. Everything I do, whenever I do these dummy pages, they need a little work. And that's why I do them that way, because I don't necessarily get it right the first time I put it down. It's not about the drawing, it's about the redrawing. And then the final inks. By the time I get to that point, I don't want to see any real drawing issues that I have to work up. Now, I'll give you an example again. This here is the dummy page for page 2. Page 1 has already been inked, actually, and is ready to go to the lettering and coloring process. This page needed to be redrawn from this, and this what I did. I redrew it onto the final pencils. Now this page, the balloons are all in place. The dialogue has been chosen, fit in those balloons, and aside from some details, basic sketches of this page are ready. I can do the rest with ink. And I was going to start doing that tonight, but actually I've got several pages that are like that ready to go. But I did want to share with you, I told everybody earlier that there would be a new female character coming into the Scarlet Mutton beginning this issue. She is, of course, the crime reporter Daisy Meadows. This is a shot I did of her and the Mutton in a proposed finale page for my first story concept for issue 2, where he rescues her from death, and this is how they basically meet. This is just an idea for a sketch. I'd like to reuse this again because I do like it. I do like the concept. She gives him a big kiss, and he's like, "Ooh, okay." So anyway, Daisy Meadows is getting. She gets her first real scene in the aftermath part of the book here, where we show the news coverage of the bust, the drug bust, and Al Lupine's capture. And you meet Daisy Meadows, who's there on the docks reporting live as the Mutton makes his escape from police. And later we see her in the office of the Valley City Watchdog, the paper that she works for, downtown Valley City, where she's consulting with her editor. And they have a heated debate about whether or not to continue writing stories about the Scarlet Mutton in which are favorable to his exploits. But anyway, the press is determined, as are the other elements, the authorities. We said they have a scene. They're determined to capture and expose the mutton one way or the other. Not to mention the underworld figures, who we will also check in with, who have got themselves a plan to finally somehow eliminate the mutton and his interference in their activities. And we're going to end that story with a reveal of the villain who's going to be dominating issue 3. I won't tell you who he is yet. Get a little further with this one. But this is what I want to be doing here soon. I'm going to be doing this. I've got this page ready. I've got this page ready. This page. This page. This page. This page. All the way up to page 7 are ready to ink. 8 through 15 are all dummy paged. They're all here. Page 8, page 9, page 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Page 16 and 17 have yet to be dummy paged. Page 18 is half done. Page 19 has been dummy paged. The beginning of the second chapter, chapter 4, I should say. This page here has 3 more panels to be dummy paged onto it. And then we get to the chapter 4 title page. And that's going to be somewhere around page 19 or 20. That leaves 15 pages left, roughly 15 pages left to finalize issue 2 with a lot of open-end questions, which hopefully many will be a little more detailed in issue 3. I'm dragging this out a little bit. Anyway, what time is it? Been on for about an hour. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to continue tonight with this. It would take a long time to get this done. I don't really have that much time tonight. But we'll try to get back again. We'll start doing these inkings Thursday, Friday, or Saturday for sure. And of course, on Sunday, which will be on somewhere in the early afternoon, 2 to 3 o'clock. And we'll go on until we get tired. I'm going to let this go for now. We got the table of contents page started. More work on that. We've got to do the final pencils on the cover of issue 2, and then back to work on the pages themselves. It's going to take some time, but it's coming along. I mean, just 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had 5 pages, you know. Now we got closer to 20, and an ending in sight, a light at the end of the tunnel, you might say. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Card Stuntman. I'll be in touch with you. I'm sorry that I missed everybody else. Maybe we'll see you in the next broadcast. I hope so. This is Mike Jones Draws saying thanks for stopping in or taking a look. And we'll see you on our next broadcast. Keep your pencil sharp, as always, and keep drawing. This is Mike Jones signing off. Goodbye, everybody.